Minister with responsibility for culture, Senator Fortuna Belrose, has defended Prime Minister Alan Chastanet's colonization comments, stating that it was misinterpreted. Some have slammed Chastanet for his colonization has a conscience but economics does not statement, given the dark history of subjugation and exploitation attached to the system. Belrose says persons should move past what she calls the slavery mentality.
Slavery has been abolished since 1834, but a lot of us are still caught, with the mental slavery. I grew up in an environment where some of my family members are half white, and some of them are black, and some of them are totally black, and so for me, I've been able to work with all sectors and all types of persons in the society, recognizing that we are human beings and we are free to ventilate and express our feelings about how we feel about things. And so for me, coming from an environment where I have mixed relatives, I always see individuals and what they bring to the table with insofar as their heart is concerned. So it's unfortunate that people misinterpret that and put everything in the context of slavery, but I think we are human beings who should move and lift ourselves beyond that, and engage each other in a respectful way, recognizing that each of us were brought in here, for the greater good, of society.
Acclaimed guitarist Ronald Bohingson reportedly renounced his goodwill ambassadorship over the controversial remarks, though an official reason has not been given for relinquishing the post. Belrose revealed that he shared his concerns, but she is unaware that he gave up his goodwill ambassadorship. The senator says that while she has qualms about the reported resignation, the decision lies with the famed musician.
Based on the rules of engagement with respect to the ambassadorial program, one has to submit the resignation to the Governor General. So I'm not aware of that at all. Yeah. Okay. I know that he's written to me, and of course he's expressed his desire to move on. But for me, I did receive that with reservations and trepidations, given the fact that he's such an icon in our society. And so it's really his decision. That's something you can't force on somebody. And so it's his decision, but I think there's a medium, a system for him to be able to channel that. And I'm sure, being who he is, he would do what is right.
Senator Belrose explained colonialism versus economics from her perspective.
I think my Prime Minister was attempting to allude to, if I understand what he was saying, is that there were people there. People, human beings who had a heart, who had a conscience, you understand, who were driving this, and in the case of the economics, it's not about people, but it's about those people who are leading the economies, of the country and trying to ensure that we benefit in the way that we should.
The minister claims that while both concepts are different, the common factor is what she calls the driving force.
Colonialism, as we know it, historically, was an environment where people were colonized by persons who forced them to believe what they wanted, you understand, to believe. There was a way they had to conform. Economics is about your belly. It's about being able to provide for your family and enabling a society to be able to flourish in a way that it can allow people in the society to benefit from it. And so, to my mind, they're two different things. But in terms of the fact that there is a driving force, I think in both institutions, colonization, there is a driving force in there. In economics, there is a driver as well. From that standpoint, perhaps, yes, the feelings and the vibes are different.
Opposition leader Philip J. Pierre has also criticized the Prime Minister, stating that economics does have a conscience as it deals with improving the standard of living of citizens. He has since called on Chastanet to disavow the statements and apologize to St. Lucians. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.